Hello class, I hope you all are good and fine. Okay, so class, in this class video, I am telling about the Unit 10 training and doping in sports. Okay, so in this unit, your first topic is meaning and the principle of meaning and concept of sports training, and the second is principle of sports training. Okay, class. So let's start it the class. Okay, so class, first we talking about the meaning of sports training. Okay, so sports training has been referred to as a systematic exercise of effort for a considerable time to develop ability to face greater load, especially for competitions. Okay, and the sports training provide the other with the basic mean to adapt to his particular stressor and through control exercise. This adaptation on the part of athlete's body answers that his body is prepared for a greater load. This process is called sports training or training. Okay, class? So this is the meaning of sports training. So let's move next page. Okay, so next page um, is definition of sports training. Okay, so there is some definition of sports training. So first is according to Matthews. Okay, so according to Matthew, the sports training definition is sports training is the basic form of preparation of sportsmen. Okay, what is the definition is according to Matthews? Sports training is basic form of preparation of sportsman. Okay. So there is a second definition is to according to Martin. Sports training is a planned and controlled process in which, for achieving a goal, changes in complex sports motor performance, ability to act and behave, where are made through measure of content and method of organization. Okay, class. So there is a two definition of sports training according to Matthew and according to Martin. Okay, class. So let's move next page. Okay, so next page is concept of sports training. Okay, so basically the concept of sports training is training for achieving something of for competition is not a new idea with a phases of time. More time and efforts are being developed to training of preparation for competition with the invitation of new technique every now and then in the field of athletes. Weight training method has so very encouraging result. Training for any game or event has become very technical and scientific approach is needed to get the desired result. Okay, class. So this is the concept of sports training. So let's move next page. Okay, class. So in next page is principle of sports training. Okay. So first principle of sports training is principles of connectivities. Okay, yeah, continuity. Okay, so in this principle, according to this principle, training should be a continuous process. There should not be any break. In fact, there should not be a long period of inactivity. It has been observed that disconnectivity of training reduce the physiological capacity of sport persons. Along this, the interval between two training sessions should be maximum but not too long. Okay, so this is the first principle of continuity. Okay, so second is the principle of overload. Okay, so the principle of overload states that there should be greater than normal load on the body as required for training adaptation to take place. Okay, it means that the training load should be increased for improving the performance of sports person, and the normal training load cannot improve the performance. If the training load remain static, the effectiveness of the load diminishes with the phases of time. Okay, so it can only maintain the achieve adaptation of load. It means that for the continuous improvement of a performance, the training load should be increased after the adaptation of previous training load. So, for example, to increase the endurance, muscles must work for a long period of time than they used to. Okay, class. So, this is the second principle of overload. Okay, so number third principle, the principle of individual differences. Okay, so every sports person is different due to individual differences. So each sports person response to exercise or load will definitely vary. So a training program should be modified to take individuals difference there is into large muscles heal slower than smaller muscles, and the second is fast twitch muscle fiber recover quick than slow twitch muscle fibers, and third is fast or explosive movements require more recovery time than slow movements. Okay, class. So this is the third number principle, individual differences. Okay, so numbers fourth is the principle of general and specific uh, preparation. Okay, the principle of general and specific preparation. Okay, for improvement of the performance, both the general and specific preparation are equally significant. And the general preparation serves as the base of specific preparation. As a matter of fact, the performance will be better if the base is better. The general preparation increase the function capacity of all the body system and organs. Okay, and the specific preparation is the further required to improve your systems and organs on which the performance of sports person directly depends. Okay, so just for example, the speed improved through running will also be beneficial in football. Okay, class. So this is the principle of general and specific preparation. Okay, so number five principle is the principle of progressiveness. Okay, so the overload should not be increased too rapidly. Okay, so according to this principle, the overload should not be increased too rapidly. If the overload is increased too rapidly, okay, so it may be result in injury of muscles or damage. Exercising above the target zone can be dangerous The principle of progressive also make us realize the need for proper rest and recovery. Constant overload can lead to execution and injuries. Okay, class. So this is the principle of progression. Okay, so number 6 principle is the principle of specificities. Okay, what is the number 6 principle is the principle of specificity. Okay, the principle of state that excising a certain part or components of the body primarily develop that part. It means that to become better at a particular exercise or skill, so you must perform that exercise or school skills. Okay, so for example, a runner should get trained by running, a swimmer by swimming, and a cyclist by cyclist. Okay, so this is the principle of specificity. Okay, so number 7 principle is active involvement. Okay, so the performance of athlete is the result of athlete efforts and coach's skill. The principle of achieving improve involvements means that for effective training program, the athlete must participate actively and willingly. Okay, so next principle is principle of warming up and cool down. Okay, so the principle of warming and cool down is warm up through low intensity activity, increase blood flow to working muscle and prepare them for high intensity sports. Uh, Basically, the proper warm up usually increase the body of temperature by 1 or 2 degrees. After training, cool down help in transferring blood for working muscles back to vital organs of the body. It is also necessary for removing the wastage products. Okay, class? So next principle is principle of rest and recovery. Okay, so we are well aware of that fact. The body regiment regenerates during rest and become better and stronger than before. So the training program should be considered in such a way that there should be proper rest and interval between training activities. Okay, class. So this is the principle of rest and recovery. So next principle is the principle of ensuring results. Okay. So in this principle, apex aim of sports training is to attain good results. It can be said that sports training aim is to enable the sports person to put up better performance in the competitions. Therefore, these principles aim at good aim is good performance and maintaining it for long period. So without implements of other principle, this principle cannot be applied. So proper stress should be laid on the implementation of other principles by the coach or by physical education teacher. Okay, so the last one, principle of cyclicity. Okay, so in this principle, sports training program are developed through various training cycles such as macrocycle, mesocycle, and microcycle. Okay, Marco cycles is the longest cycle of training, the duration of which is 3 to 12 months approximately. Okay, and mesocycle is a training cycle for medium duration and may be 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, and the microcycle is the shortest duration cycle which may be 3 which may be for 3 to 10 days. Okay, class. So basically, the principle of cycling was there are three types of training cycle. First is Marco cycle, microcycle, and mesocycles. Okay, class. So this is the all of the principle of your sports training. Okay, class. So I hope you all understand about the today topic. First, we talk about the meaning and concept of sports training. Then we talking about the principle of sports training. Okay, class. So stay fit, stay healthy.